What's up, sourcing monsters? Tomir here with another video to help you become a better Amazon seller. Tax season is right around the corner, and I know taxes can be confusing and intimidating for many sellers. That's why in today's video, I'm going to explain everything you need to know about taxes as an Amazon seller in 2024. I'll be covering topics like: should you get an accountant? What is a 1099K form? And how do you get it from Amazon? Do you need a business license to sell on Amazon? What are deductibles and how they can save you money? And much more. This info will help you be prepared when it comes time to file your taxes and make sure you take advantage of all available deductions. As always, be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel Sourcing Monster for more videos like this one. Check also the video description where I've linked to some useful tax resources for Amazon sellers. Now let's get into it. Okay, so before we start with the video, I wanted to make sure that you are aware that this is not any tax advice that I'm giving you, a legal advice. This is something that you should consult with accountant or someone that is providing those details. I'm only sharing this as an experience from my experience as a seller for the last 3 years and what I did with taxes. Okay, so what is, first of all, the 1099K form? So the 1099K form, it's a form that you get from Amazon that with your monthly gross and all the expenses, and it's basically a form that you can submit with the IRS that help you with the taxes, shipping fees, and all the things related to your Amazon seller account. So just so you know, not every seller account will have a 1099K form. You need to sell at least $20,000 a year and have at least 200 orders, 200 transactions. And in order to see if you have it or not, first of all, it's only available after the end of the year. So right now we are in February 5th, 2024. Usually it's mid-January become available. Um, every account will have it in a different time. But in order to see if you have it or not, you're going to go to your Seller Central and then go to Reports, then to Tax Document Library, and then you should be able to see um, your 1099 form. You see, we have here for 2023. In 2023, we also started to sell in Canada, so we got 1099 for Canada as well. So that's where you download them, and that's where they're available. If you don't have them, then I either first of all check to see if you meet the requirements of $20,000 in sales for that year or had at least 200 transactions. And if you do and you still don't see it here by February, let's say, you go and open a ticket with Seller Central to see why it's not showing, and maybe they can help you generate it. Now let's talk now about sales tax and business license. So people sometimes think that they need a business license in order to sell on Amazon. So you don't really need a business license. Some people confuse it with wholesalers that they need a resale certificate and stuff like that, where you show it to distributors or people that you buy in bulk from them. They usually require this document. But in order to sell on Amazon, you don't need a business license or a resale certificate. Now, what about sales tax? So, a couple of years ago, you had to take care of sales tax by yourself. You had to basically pay it to the states. And a few years ago, Amazon started to collect it for us in most. If I'm not wrong, at this point, it's all states, but this is something that you have to check because I think at the state where you operate, actually, even now we are located in Florida and they collect it for Florida, so we don't really have to pay it. But let's say you sell in Shopify and things like that, you still have to pay the sales tax. So this is something definitely to check with an accountant that knows the rules and know your business, where you're located, whether it was collected or not. But it's something that you should definitely be aware of and take care of. Now let's talk about deductions in your business. This could be a topic that we can make, a few hours video with the special accountant. But I could give you my experience as someone that actually sold the business, and I kind of was aware of all these expenses and deductions that you can actually declare as SD. And from tax perspective, for this purpose of this video, we'll talk from a tax point of view. What are the deductions? Of course, this is something that you should talk with your accountant, but I will try to list the obvious things that are deductibles, like let's say office expenses, like logistics with our shipping expenses that you ship your goods from China to US. It could be your office expenses, it could be your internet in your office, any phones that you're using, any employees that you hire with W2. Donations could be deductible, and many other stuff. So be aware of this when you actually file your taxes.